Hey guys, Verbal Engine 95, recording live from the local county prison cell. So this, okay, this is no indication that I'm gonna keep doing this. The Sora Pit remake video hasn't really gotten a lot of views, but in fairness, I haven't really given it a lot of time. I can't compare a video that's been up for, what, a year and a half almost now, to a video that's been up for a few days. Obviously, one's going to have more views than the other. Not that I'm going to wait a year and a half for that to catch up, but you see what I mean. But I figure, I guess I can keep making these remake videos, unless I find a reason not to. But if I'm going to do that, I'm definitely gonna, but if I'm gonna just stop and delete the remake video, I'm definitely gonna say my piece. There's one fight that I have no clue why I've been decided to carry this, but this is considered by a lot of people to be like the fight that we shouldn't talk about, or the fight that I'm an absolute idiot for not agreeing with them on. Fight is Yusuke versus Inuyasha. I did this video back when, and I've got a lot of supportive comments by people who are saying, fine, you know, and I don't want to delete that video because it has supportive comments on it, but everywhere I go, this fight is, like, brutalized. To the point where it's like, Inuyasha is gonna, and it's never in Inuyasha's favor. Never. I think I'm one of the very few people who have ever openly put in video or in writing that Inuyasha would beat Yusuke. And back then, you know, I had a different mindset about it. But I still believe that Inuyasha is gonna win. So you're gonna know the end of this video, of course. But let me go into this. What I failed to mention in the past video was all of the modes of Tessaiga that Inuyasha had from the final act. And basically everything from the final act I forgot to mention about. So that's why I sort of sounded very favorite. Many people are gonna say Yusuke wins because he can fucking destroy a planet that's ridiculous. I've said it before. Yu Yu Hakusho fans for the next 5 minutes, and I'm a fan of the show, but I'm saying people who are just gonna jump and say any Yu Yu Hakusho character is gonna win, shut up for the next 5 minutes. Probably more than that, but shut up. Yusuke's power has never been to that degree where he can destroy a continent or a planet, probably never even a city. Maybe if he were, you know, yeah, the biggest examples of Yusuke's power have been never by his own power. When he killed Dagoro, that's because Genkai basically gave him all of her spirit energy and then compressed it inside him so that it would grow before he would use it. He never demonstrated that amount of power after that. Or the time he used sacred energy once and it failed to beat the person, and he passed out for a week after using it. Yeah. Can't really use that as an example of what he's capable of when he's incapable of doing it. Or the Spirit Wave, the move that is supposed to be able to wipe out an entire city, the move that he never mastered and never actually ended up using. Yeah, that. So, yeah, what I'm saying Yusuke's biggest accomplishments have really either not happened, or they've just not been as big as people make them out to be because they overlook details. Or the fact that he's beaten really good people, and people seem to think that stands for some reason. If I can quote the great J.B. Murray, Wolverfrag Dude 907, Deadpool would kick Taskmaster's ass, Taskmaster would kick Shang-Chi's ass, Shang-Chi would kick Deadpool's ass. The reason I bring this up is that you can't say that somebody would win a fight against somebody because they want to fight against somebody else. You can't use someone winning a fight to determine, like, how, you know, whether or not they would win. You can't, yeah, each fight has different variables, and that, you know, obviously these variables can be the determination of a fight. So, what I mean by that is Yusuke beating Toguro is no indication of Yusuke's physical strength. They think Toguro can lift a stadium and Yusuke beat him, so that means Yusuke could lift a stadium. No, that does not mean that. Yusuke, even by the end of the series, has never been anywhere near as strong as Toguro in terms of physical strength. He didn't beat Toguro with physical strength, he beat him with spirit energy. So, and the final argument that people have often laughed at is that Yusuke's power is greatly based on speculation. The way people talk about Yusuke is how strong they feel he is. And I know that's how I determine fights on my channel, and I've said that. But this is different, I mean. It's different when you're saying a guy can destroy a planet or a continent because you feel like he's that strong. He's never done any... We've never seen Yusuke destroy a building, let alone something that's big. You know, and the big contributing factor to that sort of ignorance is the ranking system in Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, you know, I've often had to argue against this on forums, on comment sections and everything, that here's the argument: Yusuke or Inuyasha would only be at best a B-ranked demon in the Yu Yu Hakusho universe, but Yusuke's an S-ranked demon, so he would win easily. No, he's not. That is not the case. That is not the case. I'm not saying that's wrong that Inuyasha would be a higher, but you can't say because Yusuke's a higher ranking demon that he could, you know, beat Inuyasha. You cannot say that. Like, a person, you can't determine a death battle by speculation or by rank or something. You have to determine it by statistic and by how the variables of the fight interact with the other characters' variables. That's how you do that. So, I know I've wasted a lot of time doing this, but this is something that, you know, needs to be brought up when I do this fight. Okay. Obviously, I don't think I can really get to the whole, you know, analysis of the characters because of the time limitation, because of how long it said this, so I'm just going to bring up a lot of the stuff I didn't bring up last time. On Yusuke's part, I didn't bring up a lot of the people he'd fought, mainly because a lot of the people he'd fought aren't really noteworthy, like, you know, the Doctor, and not the Doctor Who or the Star Trek Doctor, but there's a character in Yu Yu Hakusho named the Doctor. I didn't bring up the fact that he was able to run for 3 days straight. At least I don't think I did. I didn't bring up... Actually, I think that about covers it, actually. I was pretty thorough with Yusuke. It's just that Yusuke's definitely not as strong as the fan base makes him out to be. He can't lift a mountain. He couldn't even lift a fucking truck, I'm pretty sure. He can't, you know, yeah, he can't do that. He's not that strong. He couldn't blow up a city or a continent or whatever. And even in demon mode, he couldn't do these sorts of things. Is he really strong? Absolutely. But he's not that strong. But let me go over Inuyasha. Now, Inuyasha, there's a lot of things I haven't mentioned, like the red Tetsaiga, the, you know, forming a barrier, the black Tetsaiga, which can send someone to hell. And actually, what I found out after researching it, it can send a specific part of what it cuts into hell. So if he cuts your arm with this, even if he doesn't cut it off, it sends your arm to hell. So that could definitely be a factor in the fight. Because, no, I was thinking, like, well, it sends them to hell, but Yusuke's been to hell before, so it doesn't really matter. But then I found out that, no, he could just send Yusuke's arm to hell, and Yusuke wouldn't have an arm. So that could be a big thing. Then there's the Dragon Scale Tetsaiga, which is pretty much, I think, going to be the single-handed winner of this fight. The thing that gives Inuyasha the win. Because the Dragon Scale Tetsaiga has the power to cut demon energy in half every time he hits someone who uses demon energy. Meaning, if Yusuke goes into demon mode, he's fucked. He loses. All Inuyasha has to do is hits him once, half power. Hits him a quarter power. Hits him again, that's all he has to do is hit him. Not only that, it can absorb demon energy. Now, originally, it could only absorb so much, and then if he absorbed too much, it would all unleash on him at once and injure him. But then Kagome purified it. So now it doesn't do that. Now he has now he can absorb an unlimited amount of demon energy. Meaning, demon gun, absorbed. All he has to do to absorb the demon gun is just, you go into the Dragon Scale Tetsaiga and it's over. So that's what I'm saying. And he can't use sacred energy if he cuts away all of his demon energy, because there has to be an equal and steady enough balance of the two energies. So if he has more spirit energy than demon energy, he can't use, well, that's not necessarily true, but I'm saying, like, if he uses up too much demon energy, or Inuyasha takes away too much of his demon energy, he can't use the sacred energy. So, yeah. Like I said, if Yusuke goes into demon form and Inuyasha first of all, here's the other thing, too. If Yusuke goes into demon form, Inuyasha's gonna recognize that he's a demon. Because they both use demonic energy. So he's gonna be like, well, Dragon Scale Tetsaiga, this guy's fucked. Yusuke's gonna die. Like, that's how it's gonna happen. He's gonna get hit a few times with the Dragon Scale Tetsaiga, and he's going to die. Because he's not gonna have any demon energy left to sustain that form. Also, there's a couple other Tetsaigas, I think, but the Dragon Scale is the main one I wanted to bring up. That's pretty much the reason that gives Inuyasha this fight. Now, also, not to mention Backlash Wave, which can send energy-based attacks back at the opponent stronger than they were, so, you know, Yusuke uses a spirit gun, it's gonna fucking come right back at him. The Wind Scar, which actually, you know, always, it's like a move that always lands a critical hit. It hits the weakness, yeah, so that's a big explanation, but yeah. Blades of Flying Blood. Not to mention, Tetsaiga's Sheath can absorb large amounts of energy, but it's been broken before, but it also heals itself, I found, so that's pretty cool. Also, the fact that Inuyasha's demon mode originally would poison his body because his half-human body couldn't sustain it, and he would go into a berserk sort of rampage. But then Kagome purified that too, so now it's like, even if Yusuke can beat Inuyasha enough, Inuyasha's gonna double in strength, double in speed, double his healing factor to the point where it heals instantaneously. Yeah, Yusuke, basically, point is, Yusuke is gonna die in this fight. Yusuke is going to die. I will say it one more time. Yusuke loses. Inuyasha wins. Many of you are gonna disagree with that, but that's how this goes down. Dragon Scale Tetsaiga, the, full demon mode, and, all these other factors. That's what gives Inuyasha the win. Is Yusuke stronger? Absolutely. Is Yusuke faster? Absolutely. Is Yusuke more durable? Is he a better fighter? Yes, yes, yes. None of that matters, because Inuyasha is going to kill him, because he has equipment that is basically tailor-made to kill someone like Yusuke. The fact that Yusuke is superior in all of these, does Yusuke have more destructive power? Yeah. Is Yusuke, has he survived worse? Has he fought stronger people? Yes. And all of these stats are higher to a pretty ridiculous degree. But again, Inuyasha is gonna kill him. It doesn't matter. None of that matters, because Inuyasha is superhuman enough in his own right to fight Yusuke, go toe-to-toe with him, and as long as he can do that, all of this equipment is basically gonna win the fight for him. So, this video is a lot longer than I expected it to, but whatever. Until then, Verbal Engine 95, see ya.